Judith is 73, sharp as a tack, walks her neighborhood every morning and eats what she calls clean and wholesome. But almost every night at 2:30 in the morning, she is wide awake, mind spinning, heart beating just a bit too fast. She tried everything. Melatonin supplements, a white noise machine, even gave up her evening television shows. Nothing worked until she took a closer look at her dinner plate. The surprising culprit, a refreshing green smoothie she had been drinking every evening, thinking it was the perfect healthy choice. If you are over 60 and find yourself staring at the ceiling night after night, the problem might not be your pillow, your age, or even your worries. It might be sitting right there in your kitchen, foods you have been told are good for you. And I am not talking about junk food or sugary treats, but foods that health magazines recommend. Welcome to Senior Health Facts, your trusted source for science-backed wellness that actually works for your life. If sleeping peacefully through the night without relying on pills matters to you, hit that subscribe button and let us uncover what might be keeping you awake. Sleep naturally changes as we age. This is not just getting older, it is real biology at work. After 60, our bodies produce less melatonin, the hormone that helps us fall asleep. Our internal body clocks shift earlier. We might feel tired by 8 in the evening, but then wake up at 4 in the morning wondering why we cannot get back to sleep. But here is what many do not realize. The quality of our sleep becomes more fragile too. We spend less time in the deep restorative stages that help our bodies repair and our minds recharge. According to the National Institute on Aging, about 40% of older adults experience some form of sleep difficulty. Poor sleep is not just about feeling tired, it is connected to serious health concerns. Research from Harvard Health shows that inadequate sleep can affect memory and concentration, blood pressure regulation, mood and emotional balance, blood sugar control, even our balance and coordination during the day. Many people turn to sleep medications, but these can come with side effects or create dependency concerns, especially as we age. Instead, one of the most powerful tools you have is surprisingly simple: what and when you eat. Why does food matter so much for sleep? Because digestion hormones and your nervous system are all connected. What you put in your body, especially in the hours before bed, can either help you drift off peacefully or keep you tossing and turning. Think of it like this: if you put the wrong fuel in a car, it will not run smoothly. Your body works the same way at bedtime. Now let me share the 5 healthy foods that may disrupt your sleep. First, dark chocolate, even just a square. Why everyone loves it? It is packed with antioxidants and heart-healthy flavonoids. It feels like a guilt-free treat. The hidden sleep issue. Dark chocolate contains both caffeine and theobromine, natural compounds that stimulate your nervous system. Even a small piece eaten 4 to 5 hours before bed can keep your mind alert when you want it to wind down. Let me share Marlene's story. She is 69 and used to enjoy 1 square of 70% dark chocolate after dinner, thinking it was a healthy dessert. She could not understand why she felt wired around bedtime. When she switched to chamomile tea with a touch of honey, she said within a week, "I stopped feeling like my brain was racing at midnight." Your sleep-friendly swap. Herbal tea like chamomile passion flower or caffeine-free rooibos. Second, flavored or low-fat yogurt. Why it seems perfect. High in protein, good bacteria for digestion, and marketed as a light evening snack. The sleep disruption. Most flavored yogurts are loaded with added sugars or artificial sweeteners that can cause your blood sugar to spike and then crash during the night. Plus, dairy can cause bloating or acid reflux in some older adults, especially when eaten close to bedtime. Here is Thomas' story. He is 74 and thought his nightly vanilla yogurt was helping his digestion. Instead, it was causing midnight bathroom trips and leaving him feeling uncomfortable. He switched to a small banana with almond butter and noticed his sleep became much more peaceful. Your sleep-friendly swap. If you want protein in the evening, try a hard-boiled egg or a small handful of almonds, but eat them at least 2 hours before bed. Third, green smoothies or raw leafy vegetables. Why they are promoted. Packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. They feel like pure nutrition in a glass. The digestive challenge. Raw greens like kale, spinach, and broccoli can be difficult to digest in the evening, especially as our digestive systems naturally slow down with age. This can lead to gas bloating or general stomach discomfort right when you are trying to relax. Sandra is 72 and was drinking kale and apple smoothies at 7 in the evening, believing she was giving her body the best nutrition. But she kept waking up with stomach cramps around 2 in the morning. When she moved her smoothie to lunchtime and had warm vegetable soup for dinner instead, she said, "I finally started sleeping through the night again." Your sleep-friendly swap. Lightly steamed or sautéed vegetables or a warm broth-based soup for dinner. Fourth, whole grain crackers or heart-healthy breads. Why they seem smart. Complex carbohydrates, fiber, and often labeled as nutritious choices. The sodium surprise. Many store-bought whole grain products are surprisingly high in sodium, sometimes 200 to 400 milligrams per serving. Excess sodium can increase nighttime blood pressure and lead to more frequent bathroom trips, disrupting your sleep cycle. Robert is 75 and enjoyed whole grain crackers with cheese as his evening snack, thinking he was making a heart-healthy choice. When he checked the nutrition label, he was shocked to find 350 milligrams of sodium in just 6 crackers. He switched to sliced banana with natural peanut butter, and his 3 in the morning bathroom visits became much less frequent. Your sleep-friendly swap. Fresh fruit with a small amount of nut butter or oatmeal with cinnamon if you want something warm and comforting. Fifth, sparkling water or flavored seltzers. Why they feel refreshing. 0 calories, no sugar, and a pleasant way to stay hydrated. The bloating problem. The carbonation can expand in your stomach, causing discomfort when you are trying to lie down. Some flavored varieties contain citric acid or natural flavors that can irritate sensitive bladders, leading to more nighttime wake-ups. Beverly is 66 and loved sipping lemon-lime seltzer while watching her evening shows. She could not figure out why she felt bloated and uncomfortable in bed. When she switched to still water with fresh cucumber slices, she said, "I sleep so much more comfortably now, no more tossing and turning." Your sleep-friendly swap. Plain water or herbal tea with soothing herbs like lavender or lemon balm. Now let me share what to do instead. Building your sleep-friendly evening routine. First, time your largest meal earlier. Make lunch your biggest meal of the day and aim to finish dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your digestive system time to do its work before you lie down. According to Mayo Clinic research, eating large meals close to bedtime forces your body to focus on digestion when it should be preparing for rest. Second, choose magnesium-rich foods. Magnesium acts as a natural muscle relaxant and helps calm your nervous system. The best food sources include raw pumpkin seeds, just a tablespoon, almonds or almond butter, cooked spinach, easier to digest than raw, avocado slices, quinoa, or brown rice. Janet is 68 and started adding a small handful of pumpkin seeds to her lunch salad and noticed she felt more relaxed in the evenings. "I was not as tense or wound up at bedtime," she shared. Third, include natural tryptophan sources. Tryptophan is an amino acid that helps your body produce serotonin and melatonin, your natural sleep-regulating hormones. Good sources include turkey or chicken in reasonable portions. Eggs, hard-boiled eggs, make an easy light meal. Oats or oatmeal. Cottage cheese if you tolerate dairy well. Chickpeas or lentils. The key is eating these earlier in the day at lunch or early dinner, not right before bed. Fourth, cut off caffeine by 2 in the afternoon. Even if you think caffeine does not affect you, it can stay in your system for 6 to 8 hours. This includes coffee, black tea, green tea, and even chocolate. William is 70 and did not think his 3 in the afternoon green tea was affecting his sleep. When he switched to herbal tea after 2 in the afternoon, he said, "I was amazed at how much less restless I felt at bedtime." Fifth, hydrate wisely. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, but taper off fluids after 7 in the evening to minimize nighttime bathroom trips. Keep a small glass of water by your bedside in case you get thirsty, but do not feel you need to drink large amounts in the evening. Remember Judith, the 73-year-old we met at the beginning. She now sleeps peacefully most nights. Not because she started taking sleep medications. Not because she resigned herself to just getting older. But because she made simple changes to her evening routine. No more green smoothies at 7 in the evening. No more dark chocolate after dinner. Instead, she enjoys chamomile tea while reading, eats her main meal at lunchtime, and keeps a simple food and sleep journal by her bedside. 3 weeks later, she told her daughter, "I do not just sleep better, I feel like myself again during the day." You deserve that same peaceful rest. You deserve to wake up feeling refreshed instead of frustrated. Here is your gentle challenge for this week. Pick just one food from today, is avoid list that you currently eat in the evenings. Replace it with one of our sleep-friendly alternatives for the next 7 days. Do not try to change everything at once, just start with one small shift. Comment below with starting tonight if you are ready to give this a try, and let us know which food you are swapping out first. If better sleep transforms your days the way it did for Judith, please come back and share your experience. Your story might be exactly what another viewer needs to hear. Ready to reclaim your nights? Subscribe now so you do not miss our upcoming video on the best bedtime routines for seniors. Let me answer some frequently asked questions. Many people wonder if they should completely avoid eating after 6 in the evening. Not necessarily. The goal is not to go to bed hungry, but to avoid heavy, hard-to-digest foods close to bedtime. If you are genuinely hungry later in the evening, choose something light and easy on your stomach, like a small banana or a few almonds. Another common question is whether magnesium supplements help with sleep. Some people find them helpful, but whole foods are generally gentler and safer for most seniors. Always discuss any new supplements with your doctor, especially if you are taking medications for blood pressure, heart conditions, or diabetes. People often ask about eating yogurt before bed for years. It depends on the type and your individual tolerance. Plain unsweetened yogurt earlier in the day might be fine for some people. But flavored yogurts with added sugars can disrupt blood sugar balance during sleep hours. If you are wondering about the best light snack when hungry before bed, try a small banana with a teaspoon of almond butter, 1 hard-boiled egg, or a small cup of warm, unsweetened oat milk. These provide gentle nutrition without overloading your digestive system. Finally, people ask if herbal teas are safe for everyone over 60. Most gentle herbal teas like chamomile lemon balm and rooibos are well tolerated. But always check with your pharmacist or doctor if you are taking multiple medications. Some herbs can interact with blood thinners or other prescriptions. Let me share a simple daily routine suggestion. In the morning, from 7 to 9 in the morning, start with a balanced breakfast including protein and complex carbohydrates. Enjoy your regular coffee or tea. Just remember the 2 in the afternoon cutoff later. At lunch from 12 to 1 in the afternoon, make this your largest, most nutritious meal. Include magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, spinach, or quinoa. This is also the perfect time for that green smoothie if you enjoy them. In the evening, from 5 to 6 in the evening, eat a lighter dinner focused on easily digestible proteins and cooked vegetables. Finish eating at least 2 to 3 hours before your planned bedtime. At night, after 7 in the evening, switch to herbal teas or plain water. Create a calming routine, perhaps gentle stretching, reading, or writing in a gratitude journal. As a bonus tip, keep a simple sleep and food diary for 1 week. Note what you eat after 5 in the evening and how well you sleep that night. You might discover your own personal sleep disruptors. Save this routine and share it with someone who has been struggling with sleep. It could make all the difference in their nights. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. Everything we have shared today is for educational purposes to help you make informed choices about your health and sleep habits. I always encourage you to work with your doctor or healthcare provider before making significant changes to your eating patterns, especially if you are managing conditions like diabetes, heart disease, or taking medications that affect sleep. They know your personal health history best and can guide you on what is right for your specific situation. Every person is unique, and what works wonderfully for Judith and the others we have mentioned might need small adjustments for your individual needs. Your healthcare team is your best partner in this journey toward better sleep and overall wellness. Sweet dreams, take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.